Time now for Rant and Rave. Joining us alongside Marc Silverman from your 5th grade history class, George Washington.
Thank you, father of our country.
Under all this somewhere, yes. Pete McMurray from WGN Radio. Guys, it's been 50 years since the Cubs traded Lou Brock for Ernie Broglio. Yeah. And that's the end of the sentence that always starts with, the trade that we just saw is bad. It's not as bad as blank. That's how that sentence always ends. So, there have been other duds out there in the world. Give me the worst one you remember, Pete.
Well, leave it up to the Cubs once again. Dennis Eckersley traded for 3 minor leaguers, Wilder, Gwynn, Leonette. Sylvie, how did they work out?
Not good.
88, 89, and 90, the A's win the pennant. Dennis Eckersley goes on to be one of the most dominant closers in the history of Major League Baseball. Again, the Cubs did it, Sylvie.
You know, I looked at his script and I saw Eck is on his script, and I'm like, McMurray and I agree.
Of course, leave it to the Cubs.
I put Dennis Eckersley down here. How about this, too? Because they traded Dennis Eckersley, a couple years later, they had to get a closer. So they traded for Mitch Williams. Who did they give up? Rafael Palmeiro. So it was a whole chain reaction that the Cubs. Now I'll give you a couple of runners up. How about the Bulls trading for Tyrus Thomas and they don't keep LaMarcus Aldridge? That's a really bad trade right there.
Right.
All right, there's a report on Yahoo Sports that Carmelo Anthony's narrowed his choices down. Not going to be the Knicks, apparently, between the Bulls and the Houston Rockets. We go to Sylvie. As a Bulls fan, yeah. This guy can score like anybody in the NBA, but do you want everything that comes with Carmelo on the Bulls?
Yeah, I know a lot of people say the baggage. I mean, I'll take this baggage. This is baggage I want. Baggage that could put the ball in the hoop. This team is ready-made for a guy like Carmelo Anthony. They have a top-5 coach who knows how to diagram team basketball. They have a leader in Joakim Noah who keeps everyone in check. They have a point guard in Derrick Rose who needs a scorer more than ever. The roster is well-rounded. The Bulls need a guy to score. Carmelo Anthony wants to win. Bring him in.
There's no question that Melo's an elite player, and this is the player that the Bulls are looking for in the 3rd and 4th quarter to close out games. But Melo can't play defense to save his life. He'll score 30 points but give up 20 to 25 to an opponent, and Tibbs is all about defense. I just don't see this happening because he's all about defense. Sure, Melo is an impact player, but we're a defensive team.
That's what you got your teammates for. He'll score.
But he'll give up 25 points.
He won't.
Listen to George Washington.
He cannot tell a lie. Keep that in mind.
Right.
All right.
That's true.
Our final topic is our text poll question. Which of the Cubs' core 4 will have the biggest impact in the major leagues? George, we'll start with you.
I'm going to have to say Bryant. The guy's batting .355 this season. We all listened to the hype before the season. Baez was supposed to be our guy, but I don't know what he did today, but his last 19 at-bats,
yeah.
He went 0 for 19. Yesterday he was 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. I mean, Bryant, 57 runs, 84 hits, 22 home runs. Bring him up. You're in last place. What do you got to lose?
Look, Pete, you and I go way back with the Cubs. I think he's their best hitting prospect they've ever had. And they've had some good hitting prospects through the years. He's a guy who's competing for the Triple Crown. You hit the average, .460 on base percentage, 22 home runs, 57 RBIs. Chris Bryant is the real deal. He hasn't even been in pro ball for a year. It's basically been a full year right now. I think they'll all be pretty good players, and I do have faith that Baez can bounce back and be a Sammy Sosa type player.
I hope
hot
so.
And cold. But Bryant's their guy.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Thanks to Pete McMurray for sharing his love of sports and American history.
That is
100% authentic. It cost $4,000.
Yes, it did.
We need to take a quick break.
Happy Father's Day from the father of our country.
That's Washington. We were wondering.
Yeah. When we return, we'll check in on Game 5 of the NBA Finals.